Yes, discover. Hey, how you doing? This weather is crazy. Yesterday it was warm. Today it was warm for a minute. At least in the daytime it was warm. It's the afternoon now, so it's kind of cooling. So we'll see where it goes tomorrow. But isn't that how your life been doing? It's like there's something going on, and everybody's trying to figure out what the hell is going on. What is going on? It's the same wherever you go. Everybody's acting the same. Ever since we had the immigration laws and a lot of people coming in, and their lifestyles are different than ours because a lot of people are hungry, and a lot of people do whatever to be fed. And in these days of times, if you like me and you grew up in a home where you learned about God and Lord, and so you may do certain things, but there's certain things you just won't do, to hinder other people's lives. So a lot of people is trying to figure out what is going on. Do you have the answer? By the way, how are you doing today? Are you making it through? I hope that you were able to look at some of my videos, and I'm trying to make subjects that will keep you interested without getting too far off the channel. You always have to have a certain type of niche, and my niche is just getting the important stories across, the important details that we all want to learn, because it taps into all of our lives at some point, and I want you to understand that you're not alone. You're not alone. Every time I turn a YouTube channel, somebody is saying, another YouTuber is saying there's something going on. And I see it because the only people who are concerned are people like you and me. We don't believe in giving up. We don't believe in putting the towel in, you know what I'm saying, or throwing it in, however you want to place the words in your mouth. What we believe in survival, no matter what that is going on, no matter what laws are going on, no matter how people react to you, or their behavior, or their changes, or how they feel. That's their own personal preference. But when the preference starts to go over into your ballpark, then you see change. Then you begin to wonder, and not just wonder, but no, there's definitely something going on. There's definitely something going on. And it has to do with a lot of changes that our government make. It has to do with the Epstein file. It has to do with the rich people. We always knew about money and power. But it don't mean that people like myself don't got power over them. You got the power. We just got to get together. And we are getting together. We're apart, but we're together. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, then I can't help you. Then you need to get with the we, who's together, who's apart. Because whatever the fight is, whatever's going on, you're not alone. There's other people you can call on. There's other people who will answer that phone when it rings late at night. What's going on? I'm here. What do you need? I'm that far, but let's see what we can do. It's better than you trying to do something on your own and you don't have no avenue or nobody to make a second call for you. While you on one avenue, let somebody work on the other avenue, so at least you have two streams where there's a fight going on for you. So I wanted to make a video, and my video is really telling you ladies to empower yourselves, because there's a lot going on. You men, empower yourselves. There's a lot going on, and the changes that we're going to have. I'm against weapons, but I'm not against weapons, and I'm not here to promote weapons. That's a choice that you got to make on your own. But a lot of people are talking about weapons. They're talking about how people utilize certain people, you know what I'm saying, in places, and they don't understand that it affects everyone. And even though they think that their family is not being affected, that the children are not being affected, yes, they are. Because children aren't the children like yesteryears. Our children today, they know what time it is. There's nothing you can truly hide from them. They may act or react like they don't know what's going on, but they know. And those are the ones that emotionally they go through, and you hear about these children taking certain weapons to school to protect themselves. So if a child don't know what's going on, how do a child know what to do in times of trouble? Then somebody's not talking to the children, but we have a lot of children doing that. They are taking matters into their own hand at a very young age. I think the youngest I've heard so far just a couple of days ago was a 5-year-old girl. But here we are as older adults who have the same issue, the same drive, but we are well equipped to know the choices to make, when to make a choice, when I have to defend myself. It's not every time you have to defend yourself. But nowadays, it is a time that you have to be aware that there's definitely something going on. And in that change, I want you to be aware, yeah, there's something going on because of the changes of society and the people who want to hide, who at one point was putting people in jail for the things that they do. So you tell me, why are you controlling society itself and the people that you may want to see succeed? You were a big part in doing something that was wrong, but yet there's no punishment on that part. So a lot of people are behaving differently. They're mad, they're upset, because they are upset these people aren't being punished for what they find out, that they have been controlling people's lives all this time. What are we going to do? So yes, there is a change going on, and the change is secrecy, your secrecy being taken away, because now I need to keep an eye. See, nobody never thought of that. It just came to mind. If I can keep the cameras on y'all, then y'all can keep your eyes off of us. They found a way. Let's say that again. If I can keep the cameras on y'all, then guess what? We can't catch them no more. We can't find out what they're doing no more. What about the Epstein files? It's not finished yet. It doesn't have to do with the poor, it has to do with the rich. It has to do with secret caves, secret parties, sacrifices. There's definitely something going on. And you're gonna have to be strong. You're gonna have to get with other people, and the best thing is to be is alone. But you're not alone, you're with other people. You may look like you're alone. You may look like nobody's there at your side. You may look like you broke. You may look like you don't have a chance, but you got a chance. Because eventually, these people are going to lose trust. And once you lose trust in people, that's how you begin to damage yourself. As much as people know how they damage other people's reputation, because they can do whatever they want to do. How you think it's going to turn out in the end? Who you think the winner's going to be? How you think the numbers are going to change in the amount of people that you have in your life around you now? I know nowadays, people don't have as many friends around like they used to. You know, where my people at? You know, we don't have that many friends around because everybody's trying to figure out what's going on, who they can trust. I was with you, all of a sudden my family is going through, but I was with you. So now I have to leave you to figure out what's going on. So people are not with their friends anymore, or even family ties, because it's not like it used to be. You know, just like in the rap game, they got this thing called Get It in Blood. It's either get in blood, you gonna get this, either by somebody blood gonna be spilled to get this money, or even if they say you family blood. They turn your family against you, and then eventually turn on the family. Those are the choices that people make when it comes to trust. Therefore, they begin to lose trust. People don't trust our government now. They want you to vote. You think a lot of people are going to go vote? We got a president that is trying very hard, and I believe did pass mail going out for voting, which a lot of people are disabled. Yeah, it could be corrupt, but that's when we did the census. That's what the census was for. So we can know where everybody lives. But I ain't seen no census done this year. Not really, I ain't hear too much about it. But it would make sense of why they did it, because at the point in time, it didn't make sense. Okay, you want to know how many people was in this household, and you had to sign how many people were in the household, and that was the census that they did. But have you heard a lot about it? But that itself, Mr. President, will let you know who's in the house by the census. But if they keep taking budget away to control society itself, then what you're asking for, you don't need to block, because the answer always been there. But now the people ain't there. The trust ain't there. So many people have left the USA. So many people are leaving the USA. If they had an opportunity, they will leave and not come back. It's that bad on trust. So now a lot of people are here saying, as US citizens, what are we going to do? Are we going to allow what we don't know what is going on? Because we don't know. We don't make the choices. We thought we did when we voted. We thought our vote meant something. We thought our vote was going to bring change. We didn't know our vote was going to bring dispute, violence, hate, prejudice, more prejudice, supreme prejudice, and more hate. So what are we going to do? What is going on? It don't matter where you go. Eventually, once they know you, once they observe you, and they figure they know that nobody's around you or you don't have anybody, because that's what I'm paying attention to. People are paying attention to your conversations. They're paying attention to where you go, what you do. So once they figure, or they may believe, that you have nobody around you, they're going to try you. And that's why you're alone, because you'll let the other people know exactly the people they have to watch. You may have to watch these people. And you give experiences from one individual to another. That's why you're separated. Even if you're in a different state. What are you doing over there? How is it over there? Well, this is what's going on over here. Things haven't changed. Things the same. Things are getting a little worse, but we know it's going to get worse. But if anything, we thought we could rely on our government. We don't know. We have part of the government looking like they're afraid of whatever's going on whenever you look at them in the White House. And you have the other part looking like they know what's going on. It's their way. it's the supremacy way. We're going to have it this way. This is our law, and there's nothing you can do. And that's the battle. And when you begin to talk, it's even more of a battle on you because people know you are aware. People hate when you are aware because when you are aware of something, you're able to make change. That means you're going to get a combine of people who understand on the same page as you throughout the states. You're letting each other know what's happening here, what's happening there. And eventually, it's going to get where it has to get, and changes shall be made. But first, what you have to do is continue to build yourself. Know that you are able. Don't let what's ever going on stop you. You see me, I first want to stop. And I want to say, I want to thank my first 1,000 views that I got on YouTube, you know, through coaching. Yes, you got to pay for coaching, so that's where some of the money's been, and helping other people out. But it helped me get better at presenting myself so that when I'm talking, I can address you in a way that you understand what I'm saying. I'm not talking a foreign language to you. I'm not talking foreign in what's going on. You know what I'm talking about. You know there's something going on. You know that people are doing things to other people that they would have never done in the past because they may feel we don't have security around us. They may feel that we are alone. And what people fail to see, that even though this AI security that we're going to have is going to make more changes. So that's why they're trying to do what they're doing now, while it's down. But what they're going to do is force the government to bring it even more in a powerful way at us, that the surface that it touches is going to change a lot of people's lives. I'm talking about robots following you. You know what I'm saying? They got so much destructive material that is ridiculous. I was reporting on some. They're trying to make it and pinpoint it down to going to the neighborhoods and actually destroying complete neighborhoods through this AI technology. You know, and it's going to get real serious. So you should be saying there's something going on. There's change. And that means that you are aware that there's change, which means it's a wake-up call. Y'all been there before. Wake-up calls. Y'all know about it. It's time to wake up. It's change. Things ain't gonna be the same. And you're the same, but you're gonna change too. You're gonna have to change to survive. But change for the good. Let it not be for evil. And a lot of us are going to do things that we have to do to survive. Let it be for good. Let it not be for evil. That's my message to you today. Let it be for good. Let it not be for evil. And if you follow that path, no matter what you're going through, stay focused. Right now, the times are made to take your attention off a lot of things. There's a lot of things thrown at us. God has so many of us in different positions. Some working, some not working. I ain't understand about the not working, but I understand it now. Because that's the times that He plants you and work with you even more in hours of the day. And utilize them hours. Don't let them hours go and you don't utilize them. It's very important that you do. Do you understand me? So today I want to tell you that I appreciate you returning to my channel. I appreciate you giving me support. I appreciate you in my tapping moments when I just tapping in. I'm just tapping in. I don't have a subject I didn't study. I didn't prepare myself. I didn't want to come out here, but I'm tapping in. That's when I come live to you. And you'll love them. Oh, yes, you'll do. But I want to thank you, and I want to remind you, once again, there is something going on, and it's change. Things are changing. But whatever you do, and this is a pep talk. This is a talk that's going to keep you moving, keep you walking. And hopefully somebody understands, especially when I spoke about the census. Sometimes you don't understand why certain things happen. But once you begin to do your own thing, and you start to say, I need this app for this, and I need that app for that. So we needed the census to know how many people were in the apartment, right? So would there be a complaint about people not living in in a place because they didn't get a ballot? Isn't that what the census was about? Keeping track of who was living, how many people were living in the place. That's a regular form, an official form. You know, because we're not idiot, we're not dumb. And do not treat me like I'm dumb. But they would. Power will. But whatever goes up, y'all, eventually it gotta come down. Eventually if we don't take them down, God will. And either way, I'm on the good side. Stay on the good side. Until next time, go out there and BS and discover.
I'm changing who I am. I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life, and I won't look back ever again. You ain't see me activated. You better hope that you never see me agitated.